Good morning and welcome once again to a wonderful session that we have together planned for today. Yesterday was a very good session where we learned many new things, maybe some things that we unlearned and knew now how to pronounce much better. We had a wonderful interaction with some teachers as well in some different locations in Punjab, which was also very good. Today's session is also planned in such a way that we've taken into consideration all the feedback that we've got from all our teachers from the entire state, and we've put in some extra exercises, some extra words that maybe came to us that were unclear, how to pronounce, what to pronounce, and maybe just a few more conversation skills, some things that we will look at when we go along the way today. The first thing that I want to do is just go over quickly, very quickly and briefly about what we did yesterday. So if you missed anything or something was unclear, we can cover it up today. The first thing that we started with was the f and the ch sound. Very simply, we said the f sound is the sound that we produce. How? With the lower lip going in and touching the top teeth, airflow coming out to say f. F. We said anytime the upper lip is touching the lower lip or the upper lip is being moved, that is our signal to know that it is an incorrect sound being produced for the f sound. So anytime one of us teachers has to correct any student or make sure that the sound is being produced absolutely correctly, we need to say only the lower lip and the top teeth come in contact, a labiodental sound to give us the sound of f. We did some words. We said fable, feign, face, family. We did a word which we said we pronounced differently, and we said it was efficiency, like a fish and efficiency. Yes, not efficiency but efficiency. I hope you remember that word, efficiency. Yes, we also did psychiatrist, but that was in a different sound, psychiatrist. Then we went on and we did the ch sound, and we said the ch is a palato-alveolar sound. In the production of these sounds, the tip or the blade of the tongue and the teeth ridge are the two articulators. That's how we said ch. We said that there is no ch sound in English, or do not confuse this sound, the ch, with the sh. This is the ch sound. We said words with ch are children, chocolate, march, chimpanzee, choose, crutch, pitch. Yes, these were the f and the ch sounds. In the second session that we had yesterday, we looked at some very, very, very important words and how these are pronounced. We looked at consonant clusters. We got a tremendous feedback yesterday from various teachers all across who said that this was a very important session and that they really liked it because they thought that it went down to correct a very, very common error in pronunciation in our state. We said the first cluster is the spr, S-P-R, spr, and not supr. So it was not spring, it was spring. So how do we correct it? All we do is get the person to say pr, and pr is a sound that we even have in our regional Hindi or Punjabi. So pr is easy to say. Just put a small s in front of the pr and we get spring, spring. Not spring, spring. Okay, just say pring, and before pring just put a small s. So it is spring. Yes, not spread but spread, spread. All you need to do is say pred and a s before it. So pred, spread, spread. That's how it has to be done. Sprain, 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 sprain. I hope all us teachers We are practicing. All those who have the target sound and are pronouncing it correctly, excellent. All those who don't, make sure that you are correcting each other as well and helping each other getting to the target sound. This is, as we said yesterday, a fatal error, as in if someone does not pronounce this sound correctly, it is absolutely the person is thought to speak incorrect, totally incorrect English. So we need to get that out of the way and make sure we get these sounds absolutely correctly. Yes, sprite, not surprise, but pride and s before it, sprite. You have the words on your screen. You can see the words on your screen. Spray, sprawl, spiral, spruce, sprang. You saw these. I hope all of you have downloaded this trainer manual that has been uploaded onto your website. I hope all of you have these sheets and all these words and exercises with you, because if you don't have it, we have a very important session coming today with different pronunciations. You need them to be with you. So please make sure you have your trainer manuals with you. Spiral, spruce, sprang. Yes? Yeah? Spiral, spruce, sprang. Then we have the next cluster, which is str. Str. S-T-R, like street, street, stroke, stroke, strum, strain. Yes, now what we are doing here is nothing else but making sure it is not stutter. It is not street, it is street. So in the same way, we will make sure that we say treat, like you treat someone well or someone bad. The same treat will have a small s before it. So it's not street, it's street. Okay? Now stroke and give a small s before it to give us stroke. Yes? Not trum, but strum. That's how the str is pronounced. Strum, strain. This was a session that we got excellent feedback, and everyone said that this was a very, very important session. So please, all of us teachers, if you could all practice this with me once more, because these are sounds, consonant clusters that we need to have absolutely in place. So we've done scr, let's do str. Strike, and not strike, but strike. Stride. Remember also, of course, the vowel sound I, so stride. Yes, not stride, but stride. Do you hear the difference? That's very important for you to listen and hear the difference, because only then do you keep correcting yourself and know how far or how close you are to the target sound. Okay? Stream, strength. I hope you all the teachers are following the words that I have on the screen in your workbooks as well, because these have been given to you on the website so that you can download them. Strip, stress, straight, and strap. Yes, those were our str words. Then we came to the next consonant cluster of scr, scr, like cream, cream, and now put a s before that to give us scream. Not scream, but scream. Do you hear the difference? It's a small s before the cream to give us scream. I hope all of us are practicing with me. Excellent. Scream. Scratch and put a s before it to give us scratch. Absolutely. Scratch. Then it is scrap. Scrap. Good. Now, this was a word that many of us got incorrect. S-C-R-O-L-L. And it is not scraw, it is scrow. Like the bird that we have, the black crow. It is that sound, the O sound. The lips are rounded to give us O. Scroll, scroll. So it's not scroll, it is scroll. Okay? Scroll. O, crow. Remember the crow, the bird, and you'll get this absolutely correct. It is scroll. So all you need to do is say crow, and before that a small s. So scroll. Make sure you correct maybe the other teachers as well who don't have it correct, and say scroll. It's not scroll, it is scroll. Screw. Please remember, this does not have the u sound. It is not screw. It is the long oo sound as well that we need to keep in mind to give us screw. Okay, all you need to say is crew, C-R-E-W, like of an airline or a ship, crew, and put a small s before it to give us screw. Okay, and we have something that I keep saying all day, the screen. Screen, exactly. Now that is not screen, but just say creen and a small s before it to give us screen. Absolutely. Screen. Scrape. Not scrape, but scrape. And we have scrutiny. Scrutiny. Okay, once more, all the words together. Scream, scratch, scrap, scroll, scrub, screw, screen, scrape, scrutiny. Make sure you are practicing these words and the target sound so that we know how good we are in practicing and how comfortable we get in practicing these sounds. So today we will carry on with our next session that we have, which is a very, very important session on pronunciation and pronunciation rules. Let's look at pronunciation rules that we have. Some rules, patterns, we can call them either, are fixed, and so we can learn them in this way, that even if we encounter a new word, we can put and apply these rules or patterns, and we can come to know how close we are at our target pronunciation of a word. So today we will look at a few such patterns or such rules of English so that we can make a note of these and always know how to pronounce a certain word. Now the first rule that we have, as you can see on your screen, is that words with weak prefixes always take the accent on the root. I'll say it once more. Words with weak prefixes always take the accent on the root. Please remember the pronunciation of prefixes is not prefixes but prefixes, or a prefix. Words with weak prefix or prefixes always take the accent on the root. Okay, what does that mean? Like we have the words here, aboard, abroad. So what's a weak prefix? The weak prefix here is a. Yes, the main root is board or broad. Yes, head, loan, that's the root of the word. And the weak prefix is a. So the weak prefix shows that we will have the accent on the root of the word. It is not aboard, abroad, it is aboard, abroad. I hope us teachers, all of us, hear and listen to the difference when I say abroad or abroad. Aboard and aboard. What is the difference? You can hear clearly that the accent stress is on a different part of the word. So this is a rule that we have to remember, that anytime there's a weak prefix is just of one single small syllable, like an the accent and the weight of the word, as we can also call it, falls onto the root of the word. The words are on your screen and also in your workbooks that you can follow with me. The first word, aboard, abroad, ahead, alone. So do you hear what I'm saying here? What happens is the prefix is a very small sound. It's not alone. You'll have many students who will call it alone. I was alone at home. It is not alone but alone. It's a very small in the beginning. Alone. Because. B. It becomes a b and becomes because. Yes. Of course we will not call it because. It's just a small depressed sound. Because. Yes. Become. Become. Before the of the b, the prefix is being said, already the root of the word is being said. So what happens with that is the becomes a shorter sound. So become, because, below, beneath, that's the sound. Very important, it gives us better clarity of speech. Once more the words, aboard, I hope you're repeating after me, aboard, abroad, ahead, alone, because, become, below, and beneath. So that was our first rule for pronunciation today. Words with weak prefixes always take the accent on the root. I think we are clear with this one now. To go ahead, we have an activity. We have to match the following. Now these activities are given to you so that they just enhance not just your learning but also for you to use with your students. Sometimes a student may need an extra activity to do to get the understanding a little better. So these have been given to you. Sometimes you might just feel, but these are very simple. Of course we've tried to keep them as simple as possible to keeping a target audience in mind. I'll read the activity, the column and the words. The sentences are, when you are no one, you are. When you get on a ship, you come. When you work hard, you get. To be in a subordinate is to be. When you visit another country, you go. And your choices are ahead, below, abroad, aboard, and alone. These are all the words that we've just done. So if you match the following, you'll get the answers to this. And of course it's a practice in speaking these words with weak prefixes. So the first sentence, when you are with no one, you are. Do we have the answers? When you are with no one, you are. Absolutely. The last word there, alone. Alone. It's a practice in speaking the words, so I hope all of you are speaking it as well. Maybe each teacher can take a turn and say one sentence out and the next one by the next teacher. The next sentence is, when you get on a ship, you come aboard. Absolutely, you come aboard. Yes, aboard means to come on, and when you get off a ship or a train or a plane, you deboard. Yes, aboard and deboard. When you come on, you come aboard, and when you get off, you deboard. When you work hard, the third sentence, when you work hard, you get ahead. Absolutely, like all of us are doing right now. We are all working hard together and we're all getting ahead. When you work hard, you get ahead. To be in a subordinate is to be below. Subordinate is someone who's below someone. Subordinate, you are below. When you visit another country, you go, of course, abroad. Yes? So, when you are with no one, you are alone. When you get on a ship, you come a board. When you work hard, you get ahead. To be in a subordinate is to be below. And when you visit another country, you go abroad. Excellent. We'll go ahead to the second rule of pronunciation that we have for today. The inflectional suffixes, I will just in a moment tell you what inflectional suffixes are, but the inflectional suffixes ed, es and ing do not affect accent. These are inflectional suffixes, as in they are about the word in either past tense or about the plurality of the word or the present tense, like ed generally comes in the past tense, ing in the present tense. Yes, so these inflectional suffixes do not affect the accent at all, and the root word retains its previous pronunciation. Like focus, the first word here, focus. We did the f sound yesterday, now it comes into play and gives us the pronunciation. F, focus, focus, focuses. Yes, and if we had it in the past tense, we'd even say focused, focusing. It would not affect the accent or the pronunciation of the word. So focus, focuses. Success, the next word, successes. Success, successes. Focus, focuses. Advance, advancing. Commit, committing. So you see, you can hear that the accent does not change at all. It remains the same. There is no change. The only change is that the suffixes ed, s or ing are being pronounced. But the main accent and the main pronunciation of the word has not changed at all. Focus, focuses, focused, focusing. Focus remains focus. Yes, success, successes, advance, advancing, commit, committing, recommend, recommended, relate, related. So let's look at this rule once more. The inflectional suffixes ed, s and ing do not affect the accent. So we have focus, focuses, success, successes, advance, advancing, commit, committing, recommend, recommended, relate and related. Yes? Good. Let's go on to do an activity where you have to choose the right option. Okay? If you look at the 6 sentences that we have here, and you can see which one to choose. The first sentence is, the teacher wanted Ranjit to focuses on his studies. The second sentence is, you have to work very hard to gain successes or success. The third sentence is, the troops are advancing towards the border. The fourth sentence, he has to committing to our project to be a part of it. Okay. Fifth sentence, the doctor recommended special exercises for her. The sixth sentence is, the actor had to related to the character of the story. Please remember the pronunciation of OF. We did this yesterday. OF is pronounced as of, v. and OFF pronounced as off. I hope you're practicing it already, of and off. So the first sentence, let's look at the solutions now. The teacher wanted Ranjit to focus on his studies. Focus, the first option there. The teacher wanted Ranjit to focus on his studies. You have to work very hard to gain success. Not successes, but success. The troops are advancing towards the border. Why would we use advancing and not advance here? Because of course it's the present continuous. The troops are advancing, they are continuing to advance, so the troops are advancing towards the border. He has to commit, and not committing, he has to commit to our project to be a part of it. The doctor recommended, because it's in the past tense, the doctor recommended special exercises for her. And the actor had to relate to the character of the story. So that was an activity just to get us to pronounce the words differently and correctly, with the second rule, which was the inflectional suffixes ed, s and ng do not affect the accent. Okay, to go further, we have rule number 3. The derivational suffixes such as age, ance, en, er, ess, ful, hood, ice, ish, ive, less, ly, ment, ness, or, ship, ter, ure and zen do not normally, and we've said here normally, affect the accent. So now what happens here is generally an age ending becomes an j. Okay, and this generally, and please remember it's only for bigger, longer words. Don't start saying I am 28 years of age. I'm talking about just age as a suffix. So when age comes after cover, it's not coverage but coverage, ij. It becomes sort of like an ige, ij, coverage. The pronunciation becomes from age to ij, coverage. Please remember this. Age ending of words become an ij, ig, ij, coverage. Not marriage but marriage, mar and ij. Okay, cover, coverage, marry, marriage. That was the first. Annoy, and now gets a derivational suffix of ance, so it's not annoyance, it's annoyance. So ance becomes or gets the pronunciation of ance, ance. ance gets the pronunciation of ance, annoyance. Appearance, appearance. Okay, annoyance, appearance. Brighten, for bright we get brighten. Lighten, attender, attend. Begin, beginner. Actor, actress. Although nowadays we are calling both genders, male and female, an actor, but just for practice of the pronunciation, actor, actress. Author, authoress. Also again nowadays we are using both author for both genders, male and female, we say author. Beauty, beautiful. beauty and beautiful, color and colorful. So the words were cover, coverage, and we said age at the end of a word gives you the pronunciation of ed. So marry becomes marriage. Annoy, annoy, ance at the end gives you annoyance. Appear, appearance. Bright, brighten. Light, lighten. Attend, attender. Begin, beginner. Actor, actress. Author, authoress. Beauty, beautiful. Color and colorful. That was our rule number 3. We have, of course, more practice with words. Brother, brotherhood. So you see the accent does not change, the pronunciation does not change at all. Brother, brotherhood. Priest, priesthood. I hope most of us teachers, all of us teachers are one by one practicing these words with me, after me, at each of our locations. Brother, brotherhood, priest, priesthood. Coward, and it does not become cowardice, it becomes cowardice. Coward and cowardice. Coward and cowardice. Cowardice. Then we have fever, clear fur and ver sounds there. Fever, feverish. White, whitish. White and whitish. Okay. Abuse, abusive. Abuse, abusive. Attend, attentive. Attend and attentive. Bottom, bottomless. Color, colorless. Certain, certainly. Purpose, purposely. These are words that we've picked up that are most commonly and most often used in our everyday speech. So to get these correct would be half the battle won. So purpose, purposely. Achieve, achievement. Please remember the pronunciation of V, the written V that we've done. Yes, V, achievement. So purpose, purposely. Brother, brotherhood, priest, priesthood. Coward, cowardice. Remember coward, not cowardice, but cowardice. Fever, feverish. White and whitish. Abuse, abusive. Attend, attentive. Bottom, bottomless. Please remember the t in the middle. Bottom, bottomless. Color, colorless. Certain, certainly. Purpose, purposely. Achieve, an achievement. We have ment at the end of a word, like in the first word we have, but it does not become meant but ment. Okay, so content, this becomes contentment. Content and contentment. Now we have two words, content has two different pronunciations and two totally different meanings as well. We have content, meaning that I or a person is satisfied. I am content after eating the food. I am content with the way the course is moving along. I am content with life. That is content. And then we have something called content. Content is nothing else but the ingredients of something. The contents of the jar were beans, for example. The contents of the book were on the front page. Contents. So con with the or sound, content means ingredients, and content gives us the feeling of satisfaction. So here we're looking at the second word, content and contentment. Contentment. Please take your time and pronounce the word and hear yourself pronounce each sound correctly. contentment. Please remember, we had done this a long time ago to get the t, the frictional t, the T, tip of the tongue behind the top teeth to give us t, contentment. Yes? Okay. Bitter, bitterness. Bitter and bitterness. Now bitter, of course, again has two different meanings. Of course, the taste, which is bitter, if you bite into something that was bitter, and almond that we eat, the dry fruit, can sometimes have a very bitter taste. Yes, bitter. And of course you can be bitter about something. He or she was bitter about life. That means when you're not happy about something. Yes, he had a bitter relationship. Bitter. Okay, he had bitter memories of that trip he had. So bitter, bitterness. Common, commonness. Collect, collector. Please remember, you listen to the accent and know where the stress of the word is coming. Collect, collector. Conduct, conductor. Now again, conduct has two words. Conduct has two different pronunciations which give us two different words. For example, if I say conduct, meaning to make something happen, conduct. He was conducting the orchestra. He is the conductor of the bus. Conduct. And then conduct. The conduct of the students has to be disciplined. Conduct means your behavior. So if you have the sound of or and you say conduct, it means your behavior. And if you say conduct, it means making something happen. Conduct. He was conducting the opera. He was conducting the bus. So conduct and conduct. So here we have the word conduct and conductor. Student and studentship. Warden and wardenship. Laugh and laughter. Again, the fur sound here with GH. Laugh, laughter. City gives you citizen. Author gives you authorship. So the words that we have here, content and content and contentment, bitter and bitterness, common, commonness, collect and collector, conduct or conduct, we did both. Here it is conduct, conduct, conductor, student, studentship, warden, wardenship, laugh, laughter, city, citizen, author and authorship. Let's do an activity on what we've just done, and we will here we have the activity match the column. Column A we have some sentences, and in column B we have some words. I will read out the sentences. The first sentence is: the creator of a literary work, a person whose office it is to perform religious rites, a native or naturalized member of a state or union, a person who lacks courage, and a female who acts. I'm sure you all have the answers. But what I want you to do is, I need you to pronounce the words at the end. So maybe each teacher individually could take out, to read out a sentence and give me the correct option. The first one is the creator of a literary work, and the answer is absolutely author. The creator of a literary work is an author. The second, a person whose office it is to perform religious rites, of course, is a priest. A native or naturalized member of a union or state is a citizen. A person who lacks courage is a coward. A person who lacks courage is a coward, and a female who acts is an actress. But like I said earlier, nowadays we are using actor for both male and female, but this is more about pronunciation of the word actress. A female who acts is an actress. So the creator of a literary work is an author. A person whose office it is to perform religious rites is a priest. A native or naturalized member of a state or a union is a citizen. A person who lacks courage is a coward, and a female who acts is an actress. So we come to rule number 4, which is words ending in ion takes the primary accent on the penultimate is nothing but one before last syllable. Words ending in ion takes the primary accent on the penultimate syllable. Please remember what these rules are so that you can apply them when you encounter a new word. So when we have a penultimate syllable and the words ending in ion, like in admiration, you hear where the accent or the stress of the word is admiration. Falsification, yes, admiration, falsification, application, motion, combination, nation, decoration, notion, determination, preparation, examination, and station. Okay, so we have words ending in ion take the primary accent on the penultimate one before last syllable. Okay, so we have admiration. What is happening? We also did this one rule earlier where we said that the shin, the part before the shin gives us exactly the accent. So admiration, it's not just the accent, it's also the stress of the word. So admiration, falsification, application, motion, combination, nation, decoration, notion, determination, preparation, examination, and station. Okay, we have an activity here where we fill in the blanks with the words examination, determination. Please note how I'm pronouncing the words. I'm not saying examination, I'm saying examination. The nay gets the stress. The more effort has to be put at pronouncing or saying out nay. Examination, determination, preparation, application, nation. You hear the difference? Excellent. So let's look at this activity. It is fill in the blanks. Yes, I will read out the sentences once and then you will see what word can be put in at the right place. I'm sure all of you know how to do it. All of you have done it already because it will take half a minute to us, all of us teachers, but it's more about practicing the pronunciation of the words. My mother told me that I need to pass my dash. That's the first sentence. My mother told me that I need to pass my dash. You need dash to achieve your goals. To join a good university, firstly, you will have to fill the dash. dash saves time is the fourth sentence. The fifth sentence is Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of the dash. Simple. Let's look at the solution to this. The first one is, my mother told me that I need to pass my examination. You need determination to achieve your goals. To join a good university, firstly, you will have to fill the application. The fourth one is, preparation saves time. And the fifth sentence is, Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of the nation. Okay? So the words here were examination, determination, preparation, application, and nation. We come to the next rule, which is words ending in ic, ical, ically, ious, ill, and ially take the primary accent on the syllable. Now, how does that happen? Look at the first word we have here, apologetic. Apologetic. It says here, it takes the primary accent on the syllable preceding the suffix. I forgot to read that out. Accent on the syllable preceding the suffix. So, apologetic. Apologetic. Pathetic. Sympathetic. Terrific. Okay, apologetic, pathetic, sympathetic, terrific. Biological, electrical, optical, psychological. Do you get the pattern here? That words that end in ic, ical, ically, ious, ill, and ially take the primary accent on the syllable preceding the suffix. Apologetic, pathetic, sympathetic, terrific. It's not terrific, but terrific. Rific gets the stress, means rific is said with a little more effort. Terrific, sympathetic, pathetic, apologetic, biological, electrical, optical, psychological, chemically, economically. So you see how much effort I am saying in saying the nom, economically, psychologically, statistically. Now that's a bit of a tongue twister. Most of us sometimes have a bit of a problem in saying this word, statistically. I hope all of us are saying it. Statistically. Yes, statistically. Atrocious. Atrocious. Commercial. Apologetic. Pathetic. Sympathetic. Terrific. Biological. Electrical. Optical. Psychological. Chemically. Commercial. Atrocious, statistically and psychologically. These are words that we have done. Psychological, and then we come psychologically. Okay, chemical and chemically, biological and biologically, So words ending in ical, ically, ious, ial and ially take the primary accent on the, or the primary stress on the syllable preceding the suffix. Let's look at this activity. Again, it's a fill in the blanks with the given words. Memorable, economically, residential, apologetic and notorious. Those are the words. The sentences are: we spent dash on our trip. Roy is a dash boy. Ashma's birthday was dash. We had a lot of fun. He is very dash for his mistakes. Are you looking for commercial or a dash property? Okay, I'm sure you have the answers by now. The first sentence, what I would like you to do is, once I give you the answers to the sentences, if one of the teachers, one by one, could also read the sentence out loud. It's about practicing the pronunciation of the words. We spent economically on our trip. We spent economically on our trip. Excellent. Roy is a notorious boy. Very good, yes. Excellent. Ashma's birthday was, which one is it? Can someone give me the answer? Ashma's birthday was? Memorable. Absolutely. Ashma's birthday was memorable. It's not memorable, it's memorable. So, if one of us teachers could say it once more, Ashma's birthday was memorable. I'm still hearing able at the end. A-B-L-E at the end of a word becomes able. So, memorable. Perfect, exactly. Ashma's birthday was memorable. We had a lot of fun. Yes. He is very apologetic for his mistakes. Excellent, excellent. Yes. Are you looking for commercial or a residential property? Perfect. Yes, excellent. The rule number 6 that we have, we go ahead, is words ending in ity take the accent or the stress on the ante-penultimate syllable or the third syllable from the end. I think it's easier to just say the third syllable from the end. So, we have the words here. Ability. Bill will get the stress. Ability. Yes. Opacity. Yes. Capacity. Yes. Opportunity. Excellent. You will hear some people calling it opportunity with a t and a t in the middle, but we will not say that. We will stick to the standard opportunity. Yes. The next word is generosity. Excellent. Enormity. Magnanimity. Yes, magnanimity. I can listen to and see our teachers in GSS and Nehru Garden in Jalandhar again. Good morning. Good to see you again, all wonderful and bright and cheerful, and doing the exercises with me. Excellent. I hope you are taking note of all the rules that we have. A few more rules and we'll be done, but these are very important rules that we need to practice. Okay, so we go on to the next word, magnanimity. Can anyone tell me what magnanimity is?
Magnanimity.
Yes, what is the meaning of magnanimity? Something that is...
Sorry, not very sure.
Okay, that's fine, that's absolutely good. Magnanimity is nothing else but something that is a lot of. Magnanimous means somebody who has a lot of money is magnanimous. Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, big, a lot of, magnanimous. The next word is futility.
Futility.
Excellent, yes. The next word, electricity.
Electricity.
Yes, perfect. You see, most of us have always been saying electricity. Yes, exactly. So now, from now on, we know that words ending in ity take the accent on the third syllable from the end, and so we will say electricity. Perfect, excellent. Electricity. And yes, rationality. Rationality. Excellent, wonderful. Yes, those were words ending in ity take the accent on the third syllable from the end. We have another activity here. Underline the word with the ity and pronounce it correctly. So I will read the sentence, the passage out once, and then one of us teachers could also read it after I have done it with the correct pronunciation. So the first, I'll read out the passage now. Tom has the ability to be a great mountaineer. Please remember the pronunciation of the different ones. He is very positive in nature. During his trips, he usually carries more than his capacity to help his fellow members. His generosity is known all over. His rationality is respected. He does not realize the enormity of his status. He believes in simple living and high thinking. Perfect. So now if one of us teachers at GSSS Nehru Garden, Jalandhar, if you could read the passage out for me. One of anyone.
Ability.
Okay.
Capacity.
Perfect, yes.
Generosity.
Yes, very good.
Rationality.
Yes.
Enormity.
Yes. Is that all? Wonderful. Excellent. Very good. Yes. You can get an applause from the rest of the teachers as well. Wonderful. So we have here in the first sentence ability, then we have capacity, then we have generosity, then we have rationality, then we have enormity. Yes. And that was the ities in the sentences. So now we will take a 5-minute break and we will come back and carry on with our next session. Yes? Thank you so much.